Thank you all very much. It's my pleasure to welcome students, parents, and guests to the annual Robert C.J. Traub Art and Music Scholarship Award Program. Please stand as the Bloomfield Chorale and Jills, under the direction of Miss Jessica Riley, lead us in the Star-Spangled Banner. We also ask that after the Star-Spangled Banner, you remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Again, thank you and welcome. This afternoon, we honor 8 senior music and 16 senior art students for their outstanding effort. These students have demonstrated the highest level of success. Their resume is a true reflection to their dedication to their work, and not surprising, many of our award recipients are some of our top academic students. For our honorees, art and music have been a core part of their life and has fueled their passion for learning. Through their work, they've learned to see and hear life in many ways where others do not. Their body of work has been self-fulfilling, bringing them much-deserved pride. It has also helped prepare them for life well after high school. Just as important, our Traub honorees have also learned many life lessons, such as giving back to others and truly understanding culture on a more humanistic and global context. They are risk takers, taking many chances on various stages and exhibitions, often leading by example. But before we move on this afternoon, I want to recognize several groups in our audience today. First, parents and families. Thank you for supporting your students' passion. You should be very proud of their effort, and they have enriched the lives of all of us. I know it was not always an easy journey. Practices, recitals, lessons, camps, competitions, just to name a few events, sacrifices for families on so many levels. So at this time, could I please have all the Traub parents and families please stand and be recognized for supporting their student. As I read through the applications of many of our honorees, they also cited the work of our art and music teachers in their essays as a major reason for their success. As you know, all of these teachers have spent countless hours helping teach, support, and inspire our Traub candidates both in and out of the classroom. They are well known regionally and throughout the state for their achievement and efforts to promote art and music. They lead by example, as many of them are also practicing artisans. Please help me recognize these outstanding individuals. Could I have all our art and music teachers please stand and be recognized for their work with Traub students? Every spring, it's our rite of passage to welcome her back to lead the adjudication process. Her commitment to the scholarship and to honor top art and music students' lives lives on. You will hear the history of this award in a second from her. Representing the Traub family, please help me recognize and welcome back Miss Lucy Bates. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the High School Symphony Band under the direction of Mr. Alan Posner. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Miss Lucy Bates to the stage to talk about the Traub Award history. Lucy.
I don't need to talk about the history. I am the history. My grandmother established this award back in 1956 in memory of my grandfather. And when I was a child, the first winner went to Europe when this school was originally new. She wanted to memorialize her husband and did it by challenging serious Bloomfield Hills High School art and music students by establishing the Robert C.J. Traub Scholarship. The award spotlights the arts each year, bringing into focus its impact on a larger high school community. Strong art and music departments can make for a richer and more joyful school experience for all students. The award specifies that choices be made by a committee to help ensure a balanced deliberation. Sitting on the jury as the family representative is difficult, though a privilege that I take very seriously. For me, it is heart-wrenching to help select just 2 scholarship winners and runners-up. This year, I thought many of the award hopefuls qualified to receive the award. Each of you brought your talent to the table. Each hopes to make a journey. Art or music for both have played a significant role in your life, for many beginning well before your high school experience. You exhibited your artwork, performed with your instrument or voice. You answered our questions and shared your aspirations. It takes courage to compete, and you all did it well. Meeting you and seeing what you have accomplished is truly inspiring. Thank you. The parent's role is often overlooked, but not today. But I will add, it means everything to the students to be supported when they choose to make art or music their pursuit. And thank you, and to the faculty, your devotion to your students is evident in those we celebrate today. And now I would like to read a small part of last year's music winner's final report. She's a vocalist, Laurel Baker, and an aspiring opera singer. In Europe, I learned a great deal about the fortuitousness of success in opera, but more importantly, I learned about professionalism and artistic integrity. In several of the shows we saw, performers were substituted with little notice. Scenes had to be stopped and restored due to fickleness of weather. Venues were inhospitable to performers due to noise pollution, etc. Yet through it all, the artists never failed to give outstanding performances. I feel as though I now have a firmer grasp of what it truly takes to be a performer, as it is a delicate social art. Traub allowed me to find my bearing as a musician, and for that, I will be forever grateful. Thank you.
And now to introduce our outstanding 16 scholarship winners here today that are part of that. Mr. Matt Beauchamp.
Thank you. Hey, first of all, I'd really like to thank somebody for his leadership and support in the arts. So thank you, Dr. Rob Glass, for all that you've done, and we wish you good luck. Thank you. I'd like all the Traub art candidates to come up here and line up right here, please. Please be careful for the pits. all 16 of you. Okay, when I announce your name, please step forward to receive your applause. Zayan Aslam. Isabella Bartlett. Brooklyn Beckley. Rory Berman. Zoe Chapman. Zoe Gajewski. Shahrazad Lewis. Mariella Lyon. Julia Naiman. Emma Pooler. Michael Powers. Caitlin Riley. Ellie Schrader. Dahlia Schwarzenbaum. Debbie Wagaman. And Eric Zaverbalis. Thank you, Traub candidates. You may go back to your seats now. Thank you. As the prominence of digital technology has spurred interest in STEM, robotics, and computer science, some may question the value of visual art education. Is art class something to be pushed aside, like woodshop or home economics? I don't think so. I think art education is very relevant, and the role of the artist is even more important than it was 20 years ago. Even though we celebrate the arts publicly today, a negative stereotype still persists: the starving artist. Art students are often confronted with comments like, "There's no money in art," or "Why don't you choose a more realistic career?" These comments indicate a lack of understanding about the economic importance of the arts to our society. I'd like to counter these arguments with some facts and figures. 1.25 million Americans work in the visual arts. More people are employed in the visual arts than in all the performing arts and sports industries combined. Yearly sales of art reach an estimated $10 billion in the U.S. alone. Jobs in design have increased 43% in the last 10 years. And analysts estimate that the creative sector will be worth $6.1 trillion in less than 15 years, the largest economy in the world. Most of you cannot identify a painting by Mark Rothko or a sculpture by Henry Moore. However, almost all of you are familiar with Gucci, Apple, Marvel Studios, Pixar, Adidas. All these highly successful companies gain market share through their reliance on artists and designers. In a few years, these Traub candidates will be contributing their own artistic visions to our society. Who knows what the brilliant minds will create? These 16 young people will be joining the hundreds of past Traub art contestants who will become tomorrow's fashion designers, video game designers, photographers, illustrators, and graphic designers. Today we celebrate them. Today we celebrate the future. Thank you.
And now it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Rob Glass, to announce the Traub Art Alternate and winners for this year.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to announce our Traub Art Alternate. This year's Art Alternate has been deeply invested in their art education, balancing employment and schoolwork, and pursuing artistic opportunities. This person's love of art has been fruitful in their high school years, earning notable honors and awards in photography and painting. They've spent their summers at camps and institutes here in Bloomfield and as far as Chicago to advance their artistic abilities. This artist has hopes of visiting Iceland, where they'd like to experience the natural and artistic culture. An accomplished artist, we wish to congratulate this year's art alternate, Isabella Bartlett. And now for our Traub Art winner. This year's art winner is an exceptionally well-rounded individual. They realize how fortunate they have been to be educated in a school district that supports the arts and have not taken opportunities for granted. As an artist, the winner has participated in many art exhibits, showcasing their talents in the Bloomfield Hills District Art Show, Michigan Youth Arts Festival, and earning honorable mention in the Scholastic Art Competition. Not only is this person talented and accomplished artists, but they've filled their schedule with community service hours with numerous organizations in our community. Their volunteer resume is so impressive, and I know creativity fuels the passion to share of their time and talents, but it doesn't stop there. She's also a winner on the athletic fields, showing leadership as the captain of not only the soccer team, but also the ice hockey team. Between sports and HOSA and student council, and a solid student, I'm so glad that Brooklyn Beckley has also made time for art to be part of her life story. Congratulations, Brooklyn, winner of the Robert C.J. Traub Memorial Scholarship for Art.
And we welcome back to perform Bloomfield Hills Chorale and Jills under the direction of Miss Jessica Riley. Please welcome Mr. Scott Wolf to the stage to present our Traub music candidates.
Before I begin my little spiel here, I want you to look around for a second. I want you to look at all of you as art and music students and know that the people on stage and the people on the wing that have applied for this scholarship are representatives of you. They are what you can offer our community. So I would like to thank all of you for being here to support them. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be part of such an amazing tradition in Bloomfield Hills Schools. Since 1956, the Bloomfield Hills Schools have had the great honor and support to be able to provide young artists through the wonderful gift of Robert Traub. The Traub Family Artist Scholarships have benefited the great reputation of Bloomfield Hills Schools and you as a destination for great art programs. And while all across the state and nation funding for the arts programs are being reduced, the Traub Scholarship has remained as a reward for the finest performers and visual artists in Bloomfield Hills. Will the music candidates please come up? The artists before you represent our entire Bloomfield Hills musical community. As student musicians, they perform alongside each other each and every day and are fixtures in the performing arts wing of the school. They have taken their influence from all the teachers in the Bloomfield Hills School District along with their private instructors, with of course the help of their family members. And we, the music faculty, thank you for your dedication to music. It's now my honor to introduce these 8, well today 7, candidates who exemplify the Traub tradition. Stacia James, who is not here today, is a young cellist who comes to us representing the orchestra department. Stacia's growth in cello performance has come to match her love and joy of music through her performance with the orchestra and our musical pit for Cinderella. Stacia will be attending Oakland University in the fall. Duncan McKillop, please step forward. Duncan is an impressive percussionist whose love of music is evident in both performance and his composition. Duncan brings his understanding of rhythm and harmony to the world and uses world music along with all of his IB music expertise. Duncan will be attending Western Michigan in the fall. Ava Meyer, please step forward. Ava is an incredible soprano who has swept audiences off their feet in Bloomfield Hills. Ava has participated in musical theater, solo and ensemble, regional solo and ensemble, state solo and ensemble since her freshman year. As Ava has grown as a vocalist, her impact as a performer in a chorus line in Cinderella take the audience with them on their musical journey. Ava will be attending Michigan State University in the fall. Deborah Morales. Deborah, step forward. Oh, Deborah M. Deborah also joined us from our vocal music program. Her roles in Les Mis, a chorus line, and Cinderella have impressed many. Deborah has been an active member of forensics, traveling all over the United States for competition and having been state champion in storytelling in duo. She'll be attending the University of Michigan in the fall. As a bassist, Abby Miller is a dynamic performer who never turns down a gig. A hardworking and passionate performer who has performed in virtually every musical event at the high school for her entire 4 years. Abby will be attending the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music in the fall. Violinist Sydney Tognetti. Sydney has served as a concert master for the Symphony Orchestra for the 2019 school year. Her love of the violin is evident in each and every rehearsal and every single performance. Sydney's goal of performing the violin will continue as she pursues her degree at Michigan State University. Kat Vasily. As a violist, Kat has continued to grow and become an even more and more passionate performer. Kat has performed with the marching band as a percussionist, and incredible growth in the viola has led her to pursue viola at the university level. Kat will be attending the Central Michigan University in the fall. Debbie Wagaman, please step forward. As both a talented visual artist and musician, Debbie has had an impressive 4 years as horn player at Bloomfield Hills High School. Her dedication to horn has led to serving principal in all school ensembles, the Detroit Symphony Youth Orchestra, and an impressive performance with the Michigan All-State Orchestra. Debbie will be pursuing horn performance at Oberlin University in the fall. These 8 musicians are clearly some of the finest representatives of Bloomfield Hills schools. As a representative of all your music teachers and your teachers, from elementary to high school, I congratulate you all. Thank you.
And we welcome back to the stage Dr. Robert Glass to announce this year's Traub alternate and winners for music.
For our music alternate, as a musician, this student has participated in several performing bands in their high school career, including the marching band, symphony band, jazz ensemble, concert band, pep band, and campus band. And with these opportunities, this musician experienced great success, earning the highest ranking of all 4 years at the Marching Band Festival and all 3 years at the Jazz Festival. This candidate hopes to travel to Europe to visit the hub of electronic dance music and attend one of the biggest electronic dance music festivals in the world, Tomorrowland. Congratulations to this year's music alternate, Duncan McKillop. And now for this year's music winner. This year's music winner has participated in many musical opportunities, many of them right here at Bloomfield Hills High School. This person has a trip to Europe on their bucket list, and they've always loved music and have participated in organized music programs for several years. They are incredibly dedicated to improving their talents, practicing long hours, and training with some amazing mentors and coaches in the area. This person is a dedicated musician and artist, and their resume reflects many points of pride, and their essay shines with accomplishments and dreams for a future in music. They have performed with the BHHS Symphony Orchestra, Michigan All-State Orchestra, and Detroit Symphony Youth Orchestra, just to name a few. This person said that the Traub Scholarship is one of inspiring opportunity and growth. I hope that I can live up to what those before me have accomplished. It would be an honor to follow in their footsteps. Debbie Wagaman, it is my honor to announce that you are the winner of the Robert C.J. Traub Memorial Scholarship.
We invite the Traub participants and their families to a reception immediately following in the Media Center. One more time, let's honor these outstanding students in art and music. Could I have all music and art students stand? A round of applause, everybody, for these outstanding students. Thank you all very much for attending this year's Traub Assembly, and again, congratulations to all participants and the winners today. Thank you.